Alright, everyone keeps telling themselves that time is just speeding up because we're getting older. But here's the brutal truth. You aren't just aging. The cultural assembly line completely flatlined in 2020, and your brain literally stopped recording history because there are no novel societal experiences left to anchor to it. And yeah, like, it's kind of hard to think that it's been 6 years. We're 6 years into the 2020s as a decade. And in my mind, that entire time just does not fundamentally exist. And I'm sure you guys are experiencing the same thing. Like, it feels like we're trapped inside of a corporate psychological loop where everything from your gaming consoles to pop music is just recycled digital garbage. Like, let's be honest. I've experienced this very recently. Well, not very recently. This probably was a year ago. I had this video for an entire year, actually. Finally getting around to it. But I was sitting at my Xbox Series X, and I was just, waiting for a game to update, as one does in the, post everything on a disc era. Waiting for some stupid update. And I'm looking at the Xbox Series X dashboard, and I'm like, has this thing changed in like 6 years? Well, I didn't say that. I said, has this thing changed at all in the time I've owned the Xbox Series X? And I thought in my mind, the Xbox Series X is 6 years old. It was 2020 when it released. And I'm just like, what? What? And it feels like I spent the entire time with my Xbox Series X playing nothing but just older games. Games I already owned. Felt like nothing really came out for the Xbox Series X. And that's just, kind of wild to think. It feels like this decade just did not exist on that level. Not to mention, I feel like a lot of people are putting themselves in their own bubbles, right? This is an example from my own experience. I quite literally disconnected myself from the modern grid. First off, my phone just stopped working at one point, and I just didn't get around to fixing it. I'm pretty sure I dropped a drill on the phone, and a hole went through the phone screen, and you can't really use a phone that has a hole in it. So I just couldn't use my phone. So no phone, nothing. The only things I could do really is, while I'm out, is listen to CDs. I literally brought around a Walkman, and inside my car I listened to CDs on the CD player in the car. I would listen to, some Soundgarden, some Nirvana, the Beatles. I listened to a bunch of shit. Some Boards of Canada. I'm sure some of those are either ringing a bell or not. I don't know. I met someone who doesn't know what the Beatles are, so I have no clue what you guys know. Anyways, I was literally living like the 2000s, right? I was at home watching through The Sopranos, and I was working with my hands because I was, training to be an engineer. I was trying to become an engineer at that time. Which, for some reason, I don't know what it is. It feels like a genuine patriotic American experience to work with your hands. But, that's in a society that's completely divorced from reality, right? I was doing all of this, and it was not connected to the 2020s. I felt like I was straight up in the year 2005. And I was able to do that in the year 2020. I don't think it was 2020. It was probably 2023, maybe? I don't know what year it was. But, I was existing like it was 2005 in the 2020s. And it felt like it was 2005. Right? The car I was driving was, I think... the car at the time, it's a 2008 Honda Accord. It's an older car. But, it fits that 2000s aesthetic, right? Maybe later 2000s is a bit more rounded compared to the model before it, which was actually better looking. Anyways, I have the coupe, so the coupe actually looks halfway decent in my opinion. Anyways, not talking about cars. But, you know what I'm saying. It felt like maybe it was 2008 or 2005, depending on where I was standing and what I was doing. I was listening to 90s music, on a CD player, and I was absolutely enjoying it while doing things with my hands, and I felt genuinely patriotic. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. I don't know if many people listening to this right now can feel that. There's actually I don't know what causes it, but you feel connected to your country in a deep way that I can't explain. When you just, I guess I felt like it was 2005. My favorite example of this that causes this feeling, watch the, I don't know I think it's 1973 or 1972, music video for, Money, Pink Floyd's Money. That just feels so American. That's what the American experience is, and I feel patriotic from watching that. And that's just something that doesn't come around other than things I look at from the past. It's like a retrospective feeling. But I was able to feel it in the 2020s because I was just so disconnected from the year it was. I didn't have my phone. There was nothing grounding me at all. Like whatever left there was in society to ground me wasn't there. So it literally felt like it was 2005. I don't know. If any of you guys had that experience, genuinely, it was actually a really good experience. I can't complain. But, you know, the sad part was I realized all of this while just sitting on my couch, looking at the home screen, realizing it didn't change, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And the reality is, all this stuff, right, the reason why your phone really hasn't changed much, the reason why a lot of technology hasn't changed much, the reason why just nothing feels to change around you, it's just because of risk aversion, right? Companies don't want to spend billions of dollars on something that's going to potentially flop, and they're going to lose all of their money, and investors are going to be like, fuck you, right? And on top of that, you have to look at the reality that monoculture is just dead, right? We used to have common zeitgeists back in the day, but these days, I feel like everyone and everything is doing something different, right? I don't have, like, none of my friends I don't even have anything in common with my friends anymore. Literally, nothing in common. Like, we just talk about things we do, and they were like, oh, that's pretty cool. But we don't have anything in common. Like, I would say a lot of my hobbies, like, I like to go biking a lot. Like, I'm an avid mountain biker. I go biking by myself. I have no friends who mountain bike, but I mountain bike by myself because I can, and it's fine to do it alone. I guess because there's enough of an online community around it that I'm able to do it by myself. Like in the past, I feel like you would never do something like that without a common culture, right? That's just an example from my life. Like, I'm sure you guys have examples of that. Like, stuff you do that you don't have any friends that do. You might not even have friends. Like, that's a reality for people watching this. There might be people who just straight up don't have friends. And I wouldn't even be surprised. It's like obviously there's going to be people who have like one or two friends. Like, you have friends. Like, you might say, oh, I really don't have friends. But you have friends. But there, I guarantee there's maybe like 20% of people watching this right now. Might even be higher. I'm not sure. The people who watch these videos, I'm not sure. They might just straight up have no friends. But anyways, like that's another problem. Like, monoculture has completely died off because we're less connected than we used to be, and things are just so niche and different that you could get into something that no one else is into. Like, again, mountain biking. None of my friends are into mountain biking. I go mountain biking all by myself. It's fun to do alone, right? There's tons of examples of that, right? And, you know, my friends, I have friends who are into, like, one of my friends is into, like, avidly into progressive rock, which is something that was predominantly from the 1970s and 1980s, right? He's the same age I am. He's in his 20s. Why the fuck is he into progressive rock? I have no fucking clue. But, you know, that's one of his, I don't know if it's a hobby. I guess it's more of like a lifestyle, really. Like, he kind of, I don't know if it's a lifestyle. He's like a music nerd, but that's his favorite type of music. There's like different types of things, like hobbies. Is music listener, is that a hobby? Like, listening to music is a hobby, or is that a lifestyle? I don't really know. But like, that's the thing. There's also like lifestyles. Like, something can be your personality, right? Like, I can talk about this for gaming, bring gaming back in, right? Like, let's look at the reality that Fortnite and Roblox never truly left us. Like, why? Why are we still talking about Fortnite? Why are we still talking about Roblox? Like, Roblox, I first started playing, like, I don't know, I think 2016 or 2015 was when it was like really popular, right? And there are people who played it before that, but it became, you know, it hit its peak in 2015, died off. But for some reason, it came back around. Who the fuck is calling me? Sorry about that. But, you know, these things came back around. It's just, what the fuck is going on here, right? What are we doing? Why are we, you know, why are we obsessing over things of the past, right? Fortnite, another example, as I said. Why are we talking about Fortnite still? It feels like, you know, that's just, I don't even know how to explain it, you know? Like, Fortnite, like, I felt like it did die. Like, I remember when Fortnite came around, like, I was kind of heavily into Overwatch at the time. And I thought like Fortnite was like some cheap knockoff of Overwatch. Like, that's what I thought of it back in the day, and then I never played it because it just became so popular very quickly, and I was like, oh, this is stupid. Like, I played it one time, and I think I got like one battle royale, like solo battle royale, and I was like, oh, fuck this. This is stupid. I played recently with some friends, Like, I was like killing everyone. I was like, are we playing against bots? Like, what's going on here? I guess people just play on their phones these days. I have no idea. But Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. I have no clue who's calling me. I'm just gonna leave that in the video. It's kind of distracting me. But, you know, I feel like there's an identity around these. Like, that's the reason why... Sorry about that. One of my friends who is on a lot of drugs is trying to get in contact with me. I don't know if he's on drugs anymore. I don't really know. I don't really want to talk to him. Anyways, back to the video. Yeah, so people are basically making these games their personality, right? Their personality is playing Call of Duty, right? What the fuck is Call of Duty doing? Why are we on Black Ops 7? Like, we're on Black Ops 7? What the fuck? How did we get from... I remember when Black Ops 2 came out, like, there was... I don't know if you guys remember this guy. His name was Tech Rax. He was the guy who destroyed iPhones and got people really pissed off about destroying technology, which I don't know why that pisses people off. Like, I kind of like him. There's, like, you know, there's the people, like, who I find genuinely cringe, who piss people off. Like, you know, you have Logan Paul, degenerate, or Jake Paul. I don't even know which one's which. Degenerates, right? But this guy, I guess he's, like, a degenerate to some, but I find him kind of interesting as a degenerate because, you know, he destroyed technology pissing off people. Who's the only person, like, who's the person who's getting hurt from that? Himself. Like, is he inflicting harm to other people by destroying technology? I don't know. But anyways, he destroyed a copy of Black Ops 2, and this was around when Black Ops 2 launched, and he put a PS3 copy of Black Ops 2 in the microwave and said, oh, it's the same crap as last year. They just copied and pasted the exact same assets from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2. And I'm like, that's exactly what we're talking about today. We're talking about the exact same things we talked about back in the day about current Call of Duty. What the fuck? Like, it's just the same thing over and over again. Like, that's another reason why this decade just does not feel like it exists. Everyone's completely removed themselves from monoculture. There's no monoculture at all. Things are not changing. Black Ops has not changed at all. And, you know, things are just not changing, right? And it's not just games. It's literally our entire identity, right? 75% of modern music market is just now old music, right? Music music that is older than 18 months old, right? That is 75% of the modern music market currently, right? Like, entire generations are hiding in progressive rock, as I said, right? My friend who does that. There's tons of people like that. There's people who listen to just early 2010s, early 2000s pop, right? There's people that do that, like, they listen to Coldplay all day or something. I don't know. Like, that's the type of stuff some people do. Which is different than, like, I felt like back in 2015, like, I knew kind of what was on the trending charts, right? I would, you know, in my car, I wasn't driving at the time, like, in the car, my parents would put on, like, the top 100 hits, and I would listen to, I guess it was a hyperpop during the time. I would listen to hyperpop on the radio, right? That's what I listened to. Like, that was not the only thing I listened to. I listened to a lot of things at the time, but that was something I listened to when I was in the car. When I was at home, I would listen to anything. I would, you know, I don't know, like, what would I don't know what I listened to back then. I think I listened to a lot of Pink Floyd back then, but, you know, that's what I listened to at home. But, like, in the car, I would, like, try and be engaged with pop music, right? Because there still was a monoculture. Like, in 2017, I kind of remember people talking about the whip and the nay-nay again, or whatever the hell. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on with that? Like, what happened to trends like that? Right? Like, there's just no real monoculture anymore, right? There are some, like, monocultures online, I guess. There's, like, normie TikTok, I guess. Like, I hear people talk about, like, lines forming outside of eatery establishments and stuff like that. Right? Like, there's stuff like that, obviously. Like, there's going to be some micro trends. But a trend where everyone's doing one thing at one time, listening to the same thing, talking about the same thing, feels like that stuff has just completely died off. Right? And really, I feel like it's also has to do with the fact that a lot of the stuff was replaced by politics. Like, I think about, like, the political extremes, like the people in my life who have become extreme in some form or way. I know people who've become far leftists and people who've become far on the right, right? And this all happened, like, right around when social media came around and accelerated in the 2020s, right? And I would say a lot of people replaced their identity and their identity to time with politics. I feel like politics has replaced a lot of things. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but the people like who are into politics, they like hearing the world is going to end tomorrow. No, it's going to end the next day. It's going to end the next day. No, it's going to end the next day. Oh, it's going to end the next day. And the next day. And yeah, they become totally numb and apathetic. And yeah, that's what happens eventually. I'm already at that point. Like I can't say I was like either an extremist on either side. I've kind of always stayed more or less a centrist on politics and think it's pretty much stupid. I like barely pay attention to it. I just pay attention to it enough to know, oh, we're in Iran. Holy shit, what the fuck? That's stupid. Like, don't they know? Like, you know, that's the extent I know these days. I don't pay, like, what are people paying attention to? Like, the reflection pool? What the fuck? Who the fuck cares about the reflection pool? Or America 250. I'm recording this before America 250. I don't know when this video is going to come out. But, you know, maybe some big event's going to happen then. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some major cyber attack, or maybe, I don't know, bombs over New York City. Who knows what's going to happen on America 250? But, you know, that's what they'll be talking about. Who knows? Right? I've just become, just block it out. Fuck all that shit. Who cares? Right? So that's another reason. I feel like a lot of people either become hyper political and aren't attached to time, or people have become completely detached from politics because all their friends who used to be part of the monoculture back in the 2010s became political, and they don't want to do that, so they just stick to their own thing. And there's so many different niches online, so many different social media bullshits that they can filter themselves through, that they just no longer need to be a part of society. Right? I don't know. I feel like this is a bit much to talk about in a 16-minute video. I wanted to condense this down to 6 minutes. I hope I didn't just like drag this on. I try and like write down notes for each video, but I don't know. I'm just saying the 2020s just straight up don't exist. I don't know if I did a very good job with this video. Maybe I did. I don't think I made any super stupid pauses or anything. I had someone call me, but I'm trying to keep these. I made a video, the second video on this channel. I made kind of too much of a scripted video. Like, it did well. The video did well. People seem to like it, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep these as, you know, me off the cuff as possible, with some notes to keep myself going through, so I don't start talking about this. You know, magic tangent about whatever the hell I'm talking about right now. Anyways, summarize things. I feel like pop culture, monoculture has died completely. People are in their own niches. There are some large pockets of large niches that I can say are the majority. Politics is one of them, right? A lot of people went into politics to try and find a new happy medium of Jesus Christ of monoculture. I just had a brain fart there. I don't know what the hell. You know when you have a brain fart and just like your brain dies? Whatever. Yeah, so people, you know, escape politics, went into politics to try and escape monoculture, which was dying off, right? And that has removed a lot of people from monoculture, because monoculture, I feel like, it's just become politics. And now they're in their own things, either that be sports, music, like older music. It's not even like sports. It's like cricket, or I don't know, like pickleball. Like what the pickleball? Like I actually played pickleball before pickleball became popular, and I was like, why are people playing pickleball? Like the stupidest sport ever. I don't know. I don't get this stuff, but it's just stuff like that. Like these small, weird niche trends just take a certain selection of people. Like back in the day, if pickleball became popular, basically everyone would be doing pickleball. Everyone would be talking about it. Which actually was just so fucking stupid. People were talking about pickleball. Actually, everyone did start talking about it. Like it's very rare for that to happen. A good example, I would say, like what is something I barely know about? Like those like weird orb ball things people on TikTok are trying to open. I don't even know what they're called. But like, you know, there's like a random selection of like you get this really rare one, and it's like this weird squishy thing with liquid in it. Like that's something I don't even know the name of, don't care about, but I know it exists. But the broader society does not exist. But if you're inside that one niche, that one trend, you think everyone knows about that. I don't fucking care. I don't even know what that is. I know enough of something like that exists, and I know that was a trend, but I didn't give enough of a shit to acknowledge its name. Or even look it up before this video. I just had that idea. Anyways, I hope I didn't ramble on too much, and yeah, Hope you guys enjoyed. I guess you guys can, you know, let's see. What should I? You guys go watch my America 250 video, because I think I'm uploading this after America 250. So I'll have an America 250 video up after, before this one, which I'm filming this one, or recording this one before the America 250. Just go watch the America 250 video. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. Goodbye.